Hello, 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 hello. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing? Hello. My camera keeps changing position because the cat keeps going behind my monitor and I'm knocking it. So I keep thinking I'm going to be in the right position today, and then I'm like, no, I'm not. It's further across than I thought it was. But yeah, hello, welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's your Thursday going? I'm not well mentally. I have like really serious anxiety at the moment. But I hope you all are doing a bit better than me. Who knows? The world we're in right now is like anxiety central. Dawn, congrats on getting first, and you tried. Hello, how are you? Work, lurking, hope Endwalker goes well. I slept through the direct, literal. Honestly, Dawn, you didn't miss a whole bunch, but there was some highlights. I'm not as doomer as apparently everyone else on the internet about it, because so many people are really like angry, and I'm like, what did you expect? This is a partner direct. And I've seen people being like, I expected more from you, Nintendo, and I'm like, you do realize it's the developers that make the games that give them to Nintendo for trailers. It's not Nintendo telling people, like, getting the trailers. Are you all okay? Like, if you're mad, maybe you should ask Square Enix why they didn't give Nintendo more trailers or whatever. Although, that's a silly example because Square Enix gave them a lot of trailers. But yeah, it's just really, it's like, I don't know what you want them to do. Emmy, welcome in. Thank you for waiting in the room. Don, thank you for waiting in the room. Will I watch this on stream? Oh, I already watched it, Emmy. As I was going live. He is a very beautiful man. Hear me out. If spoons are better and noodles are past... Why are we still talking about this, Jeff? Welcome in. How are you? You forgot the direct was today until someone mentioned it in Discord. Yeah, it was like... It's a partner direct, so it's not a big direct. I was just really hoping we'd get some Silk Song, but we didn't. And that was a disappointment for me. Trev, welcome in. How are you? But we did get, let me go on Nintendo's YouTube because I can't remember what they showed. I wrote Nintendo's. Oh god. Instead of writing Nintendo, I wrote Nintendo's. Also, Hope has her cystitis again. So I apologize if she's really meowy this stream, but what else is new? She's uncomfortable again, and like, oh. Part of the reason I've like been really anxious, because like I'm used to her having cystitis. It's not that bothers me. It's when she has cystitis, she gets really uncomfortable and meows at me a lot. And I get really overwhelmed. So like I already feel really bad at the moment. Like my anxiety is so bad. I'm really struggling for sleep. Like last night I was awake until 3 in the morning when I tried to go to sleep at like, I don't know, 2:15, 2:20, I can't remember. Like I literally was just wide awake, and like I wasn't doom scrolling actually, but I was doom scrolling in my brain. That's what it felt like. So I've had to ask my doctor for more bloody sleeping pills because I'm like struggling to sleep because I'm just sitting here thinking about all these censorship laws that are coming in, and I'm fed up with it. I'm so Nutmeg, welcome in. Silk Song is such a meme. It is, but the thing is, like, I was actually expecting, like, I normally don't expect much from Nintendo Directs because I have the view that you should go in without expecting anything from Nintendo Directs. But I really was expecting Silk Song because Silk Song has been announced for Gamescom, and also they're showing it at some random museum in September. So it's like, it's coming. They've said it's coming this year. But it's like... So that's why I was really expecting it today. Nintendo's? Of course you would say that, Trev. Of course you would say Nintendo's. What is it? Is it Trev 3? There we go. Ventus, welcome in. How are you? She's okay. She just gets uncomfortable. For anyone who's had like a urine infection or whatever, it's like that. She's just uncomfortable. She just feels like she needs to pee all the time. And I've got the pills for it, so. Drip Goddess Emmy. Not that I don't think Emmy dresses well, but why Drip Goddess all of a sudden? Nicer title than Horse Killer, that's true. Censorship, yeah, the UK has got a massive censorship law and they're coming in all over. You should definitely look into it, Nutmeg. It's like really bad. Definitely not something to ostrich in the sand about, because if you do, you're becoming part of the problem. It's very important to know what's going on. You got a bet going with a friend. It won't come out until 2026. So you need it to release January 2026. Ventus, why are you cursing us? Why are you cursing us? I'm mean. Because Emmy's mean? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what's going on with all these nicknames for Emmy today. Okay, I need to skip. I can't cope with Gangnam Style right now. Gangnam Style was a bit too much for me there. Oh, baggy jeans is also too much for me. That's better. Meanest person you've ever seen. Whoa. When you see her with gold chains on stream sometimes, I was like, okay, Drip Goddess. Okay, fair. Avery called her that once during some Expedition 33 stream on purpose or by accident. That's funny. On purpose? No way. Wow. That's so mean. But yeah, they've announced a bunch for the Switch and Switch 2 today. I know a bunch of people are excited about Katamari. Persona 3 Reload is going to be on the Switch too. We got a new trailer for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and I'm so excited for that. I'm a Hyrule Warriors truther. I'm obsessed with Hyrule Warriors. So I'm very excited for that. And what was really exciting about the trailer was it had like a little kind of teaser at the end with like a construct. If you remember from Tears of the Kingdom, it was the Zonai constructs, and it was like a person shaped construct with Phi's theme on it. So people are like, is it going to be a construct that's Phi? Is it going to be the Master Sword as a person? It's like I'm really intrigued by it, and I'm excited to play it when it comes out. I think they said it was November, but I think I'm gonna ask for it for Christmas. Just because I've got a lot of games coming out, and yeah, I feel like I need to like chill out. I probably won't play it immediately, so Christmas I think is okay. New Katamari game is gonna be lit, even if just for the music. I don't know if I've even listened to Katamari. Maybe one of those things that's been in the background of a YouTube video and I've not realized that's what it was. If you're into a Square 2.5 HD games, it was a good direct, yeah. And I think that's fine. A lot of people are like really mad, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? You called Emmy, Anne, and Elmo on accident. Yes, I remember. You're wondering what the big deal of the construct. Yeah, so we don't actually know what it is, but it was Phi's theme or Phi. I don't know if it's Phi or Phi. I don't know, but her theme, playing when the construct was being shown. Then we got Final Fantasy Tactics announced. I don't know if it had already been announced properly for Switch, but it hadn't been in a direct, so that was good to see. We got a bunch of ports, including Star Wars Outlaws, which I think I keep being surprised at how like being like, whoa, I can't believe the Switch 2 can play that, even though I have a Switch 2 and I know it can. But it's just like shocking. Adventures of Elliot could be good, but all the almighty who is naming stuff, yes. You used to refer to Katamari as the rolling trash game. That's what it seems like. Vi from Arcane, and then her and Caitlin will kiss and what? Vi. Oh, okay. A year in. Gigantified beer butt. How are you? Year and a half for Reload to come to Switch. Damn, feels like Switch is the PC now. It's not though, because it's not coming to Switch. It's only coming to Switch 2, and the Switch 2 only came out a month ago. Well, just under 2 months ago. So it's only 4 months since it's coming out in October. So big on my stream, I know. It's so big. It isn't that big. Okay, Ventus. That Sydney chick, if it was an ass instead of... so... not that big is what you're saying. Sure. Oh yeah, they announced Yakuza Kiwami 2 for Switch 2, and that they're porting Kiwami 1 as well, which I think was already on the Switch. So that's exciting for Yakuza fans. I'm always excited for more people to get into Yakuza. And yeah, and then they announced The Adventures of Elliot, which is a brand new IP from Square Enix, don't know. I just really don't know how to say it. Yeah, so it's a brand new IP. And that's exciting. It looked really fun, actually. It's an action RPG as opposed to a turn-based RPG. But it does have a place name in it that's Philabeldia. Which isn't very interesting. Very interesting name. And a fairy called Faye. And then Octopath Traveler 0, which is exciting as well. I really want to get into Octopath. I really need to. But a lot of people have been theorizing that Octopath Traveler 0 is based on the Octopath, like they've taken assets from the Octopath mobile game. But I feel like surely they'll work on it more to make it a more like complete console game. I guess we'll see. About the Switch 2? Oh, we're just talking about the Direct. You're expecting some Metroid Prime 4 news? Well, Nutmeg, I'll tell you, you're very silly for expecting that, because this is a partner Direct, and Metroid Prime 4 is a first party title for Nintendo, so that's never gonna be in a partner Direct. You're happy about a new Monster? Yeah, and they're doing a bundle for 1 and 2 as well, which is cool. We love bundles. I don't really know much about those games, but there was a lot of JRPGs in this, which I thought was interesting. You laughed so hard with Philabeldia. I saw a really funny post online earlier. It was like, where was it? Hang on. Still, can't wait for DLC in Clenver, Colorado. Philabeldia. That's so funny. Let's just start seeing her on your Apple News feed. Oh my god, they are listening. Jeff, they do listen. You didn't know who Sydney was until really? You didn't know? That's surprising. I feel like she's everywhere. You didn't even realize it was a partner direct? Yep, it's a partner direct. So a lot of people did know it was a partner direct and still expected first party titles. And I'm like, are you all... Is everyone quite alright? Why are we... Everyone's so raging. And I'm like, you do realize it's a partner direct. They just show the games that developers give them. Why are we so mad? Maybe you should complain about the state of the games industry and not about Nintendo themselves. Like, I'm not a Nintendo shill. I will call out Nintendo where Nintendo needs to be called out. This is not one of those things. This is not their problem. If you didn't like the Direct, this time it's not actually Nintendo's problem. Oh no, Nutmeg, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everyone online. There's a lot of people online who are really mad. For no reason. Sorry if it sounds like I was talking about you. Good pronunciation to what? Is this the only happiness you have left? Oh dear. Nintendo shill getter? That's me. That's me. Emmy is a Disney shill and I'm a Nintendo shill. But yeah, I like... Not that it's the best place to look, but I went on Reddit afterwards. And the post on r/gaming for this Direct was just full of people molding. And I'm like, are you all okay? They were so mad. I found it really funny, actually. No one hates games like gaming subreddits is so true. It's so, like, I want to find a place that's not full of negativity for that kind of stuff. And it's really hard. There are some subreddits that are really nice, you know. I haven't found one for gaming, but there's one I go to for queer books. You deleted your account. That's fair. Let me see. Yeah, r/queer SFF is really nice for book recommendations. If you're into K-dramas, don't go to r/K-drama because that subreddit is so boring. It's so moderated up the wazoo. It's so dull. Go on r/K-dramas, so with an S at the end. The one that's just r/K-drama, they never discuss anything. Literally, even if someone is being outed as a sex pest, who is an actor in K-dramas, they won't put it on r/K-drama. It's such a joke. Like, I'm like, what's the gossip? What's the drama? Why are people like, what's the news with these actors? I go to r/K-drama and they're like, oh, here's a poster for a new show. What's going on? And then, Don... Oh, that's not very nice, muting me. There's a Don May subreddit. Like, yeah, Don May novels. I go on that for Don May stuff, and they're quite nice there. So... No Sleep is really good to read before sleeping, for example. Yeah. And also Norwegian death metal, I've heard. Brenoir, I'm not angry, just disappointed. Literally every Nintendo fan after the Direct. No, but they're not disappointed. They are angry. They're so angry. For no reason. When Gamescom announced it'll be a 2-hour presentation of games, people... We're complaining there's no need to watch it because it'll suck. Maybe just watch it. Literally, there are so many games. There are so many genres of games. Not everything is gonna be for everyone. Honestly, I take it as a good thing if there's 1 or 2 things in a presentation that I'm interested in. I don't need to be interested in every single game that is in a presentation. I think that's just silly. You like r/ambient. I like r/zopiclone. A place without negativity, hilarious. I'm having a laugh, not really. No, but not without negativity, but there's quite a few places, like there are a few subreddits that are just chill. People are just like normal. They're not so raging. That's what I want. You're on a Reddit a lot, but it's generally for specific games that aren't too toxic. The big generics are, yeah, I agree. This is just something that, and I didn't actually like seek this out. It just ended up on my like homepage, and I was like, let's see what folk are saying, and I was like, dear Jesus. You've never heard the word sex pest before, really? I think you just fall asleep at loud noise, because also at the 80s concert when it was the loudest, I was like, oh, this is so cozy. I could sit down and take a nap right now. Emmy, I'm scared. But also, I think I'm kind of similar, because apparently when I was a child, when my dad would be vacuuming, I would fall asleep. And then also if he, they were like doing work on the attic, and apparently I was up there with him, and he was hammering in the wall, and I fell asleep. So maybe I'm the same. It's so fun to just watch something dedicated to games. It's a fun time to see what's going on. Yeah, exactly. It's fun to see what people are working on, what the kind of... I also find it interesting, like, seeing if there's, like, a shift in, like, what's being made, you know? I feel like Nintendo is generally an outlier, because I feel like Nintendo always has a bunch of different stuff going on. Like with their first party title specifically. But I always like, it's always fascinating how there seems to be a lot of similar things released at a similar time. You know, like a couple years ago when everything was like post-apocalyptic space shooters. Like why does it seem to be like at the same time a bunch of games from different studios? It's really interesting. Going to sleep during chaos, I get what you're putting down, especially when you just zone out and stay. That's true, because it's quite nice having like just racket, because I feel like then you just can't like think, and then you're just like, oh, you know. Start focus on the resonance of all the instruments and vocals in there, and that just made you sleepy. That's so interesting. Alana, welcome in. You love falling asleep to a vacuum or hairdryer. We are all people who need loud noises. You have to lurk. Alana, you better not be doing work right now. Mrs. Sick Woman, you better not be doing anything for your YouTube or Patreon right now. You better not. Take a day off. Space Shooter is an Eastern fantasy action RPG. Yeah, it's really weird. And like, no, there wasn't a whole bunch that was really similar in that direct, but there was like, the direct itself had a lot of JRPGs, specifically turn-based JRPGs, which I thought was really fascinating. And I'm like, I wonder, like, it's just really interesting. There was a My Strange Addiction episode of someone who slept with their hairdryer on their bed every night. That's a fire hazard. You're really over all the Souls-like games that are identical. Me too. Although one I am looking forward to, and you'd probably think it was identical, but I've been excited for it for about 2 years, is Phantom Blade 0. I have been excited for that game since they announced it. And it's been 2 years, and we still don't have the game, and I need it. You're doing better. You found out the air quality was at 180 when you woke up this morning. You didn't have your AC on at night, so you think it was because of air pollution. Oh gosh. I don't know what 180 means, but I'm assuming it's really bad. What was that space Fallout game Bethesda made? Starfield? I couldn't do it. I fell asleep. Well, I heard Starfield had a load of just empty planets. And I think that's why a lot of people had issues with it. Thank God 33 saved turn-based RPGs. Sarcastic. Your air quality was one. What is the normal air quality? Does look like all the others, but it could be fun. I have to check out to see what it's really like. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just really interested in it because it's wuxia. Instead of being like, I don't think there's not really much wuxia in gaming at all. And what is stuff that comes from China, so it's not really that big. I think the biggest one is obviously that monkey game. So that's why I was excited about it, because I love wuxia. Help us in the Midwest. We are suffering ever since 80s left us. Oh. You can't wait for the Gooners to ruin that game too. What? Phantom Blade is nothing like Stellar Blade. Jeff, please look it up. It's nothing like Stellar Blade. Normal air quality is like 0 to 50. Oh my god, that's really scary. Is it like microdusk? It's really bad. Yeah. /S means sarcastic. So, or like /J means joke. /LH is lighthearted. I always think /LH is laughing half. And then I'm like, no, it's lighthearted. 33 did not save turn-based games. I agree with that, because I don't think turn-based games need saved. I think turn-based games are fine, and people were being very dramatic. What's that on your tail? 60 degrees today for the first time. Your office isn't 80 degrees. It feels so good. Oh, that sounds good. You got scab on your tail, bub. I think you do. Oh, you don't like that. Okay, I'll leave it. I won't touch your scab, but you've definitely got one on the end of your tail there. 60 here, but it's raining and you're dying anyways. Is it because it's so humid? It's been really like nice wet. Well, not nice weather because it's like been overcast outside. But it's been nice for me here this week, where I've not felt like I was absolutely dying. Like it's been quite like warm, and I've been not warm, been quite cool, and I've been able to wear joggers, which has been good. It's rained here too, but it felt so nice. It's been too dry and awful. Yeah. People act like 33 was the ultimate saver and that no other video game in the history of games can ever touch. Yeah, it's a great game, but some people use 33 to trash talk other. Yeah, it's really it makes me sad because I know the developers wouldn't want that. You know, like 33 is like a what's the word? I can't think of the word, but it's like a like everything in 33 was inspired by every other game they've played before. Like they're all massive lovers of Final Fantasy and Persona and all that. So like it's like it's like I know they wouldn't like that people were doing that. Oh, the change in pressure is bothering you? Yeah, I get that. If it gets too like if it suddenly gets really sunny here, I get really bad migraines. Can you change your mic color? I'm not asking you to. I'm just curious. No, I can't. It's just red. I don't have the fancy HyperX mic that like has multiple colors. It's just red. You know, this mic has done me really well. When did I get this? 2022? I feel like it's a pretty good mic for the price of it, really. Where is the Iron Barn Brew? It's just Iron Brew. Hope just touched a bunch of stuff on my keyboard. It's just Iron Brew. This is Iron Brew Extra, which is like, to Iron Brew what Coke Zero is to Coke. It doesn't taste orange. It's like a kind of, I don't know, it's like a cream soda slash bubble gummy kind of flavor. Have David Tennant or Peter Capaldi ever been sponsored by... I don't think so. It's not knockoff Fanta. Knockoff Fanta is Tango. And Tango is actually better than Fanta in my opinion. Also, Fanta isn't orange here. Fanta's yellow. Like what normal orange juice is. Normal orange juice is yellow. And Fanta is yellow here because it's not full of food coloring. Well, there is some food coloring, but it's not American food coloring that makes it look neon orange. What is the flavor of Coke or Pepsi? I was trying to figure it out this morning. Like, what is the general flavor of it? It's like, I think it's like a bunch of like medicinal stuff in it. And like herbs. I'm not really sure. Oh, apparently it's cola nut, citrus, cinnamon, and vanilla. I don't taste the cinnamon in it, but... I always thought it had more like, I always thought it had more medicinal stuff in it because I feel like it had like, has like, I feel like I've seen like a burdock Coke. Is that what I'm talking about? Yeah, like a burdock root Coke. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I know really. Y'all, would you like to see a picture of Hope? Is this replay? That's a bit bigger than I expected, but honestly, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. Hope is a messy eater. Look at the absolute state of her chin after she's just had her food. There's so many crumbs. She had her food, came over, sat on me, and just like crumbs on her chin. Yeah, so that was my view at one point. Just crumbs on her chin. The way it looks like a soul patch, yeah, it kind of does from that angle. From the front, it just, I don't know, for some reason, the blob on her chin, I feel like just makes her look really stupid. Like she's like, ooh. I don't know why. Ate, left all the crumbs. Yeah, exactly. You're right. She ate and left all the crumbs on her chin. Hope, is you for real? Do you leave all your crumbs on your chin? But yeah, how's everyone been doing? Like I said, I'm not doing well. But yeah, I've just been working, and I don't know, I felt like I should have taken a day off today at some point, but it is what it is. My co-worker's off tomorrow, so we had to do payments today, so I couldn't really take today off. And I also have Monday off anyway because it's a bank holiday in Scotland. So I'll sleep in then. I'm nearly finished my book. I have like just under 100 pages left, so I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Maybe tonight, I don't know. Whenever I get towards the end of a book, I always like binge read. You don't think you're ever doing well? Oh, that's not good. You should speak to someone. Trying to think of what I have to talk about today. I've been playing some Genshin again. Genshin now essentially has several cutscenes we'll play in succession. Which I thought was very interesting today. I was like, whoa. They learned after my 3-hour-long cutscene in Fontaine. After Exuma, we watched The Medium. I haven't. I'm trying to remember if I recognize. Oh, a Thai movie? I have not. We could have used that before. We really could have. We really could have. Gotta get your hair plaited tomorrow. 6 to 7 hours of braiding. Oh my gosh. Jeff, you need to film it. I love watching braiding TikToks. Have y'all seen, what's her name? Is it Destiny? Kind of long lost itself a bit, but worth watching. Interesting. Yeah, Destiny. I like her TikToks. They appear on my For You page every now and again. Her. Oh. She is so good. I'm always like amazed by her braids. You've seen it for bearded TikToks. It's really cool to watch a time lapse. Yes, I also love like when they sit down in the chair and explain what they're like the customers, I mean, they'll be like, I want this, this, and this, and then I love like hearing them explain it and then seeing the finished product and being like, whoa, because I'm like, how did you understand what they were saying? not in like a weird way. I just mean like, how did you capture someone's vision so well? That's what I mean. I'm always amazed by it. It's like the intricacy of it is just like, wow, people are so cool. I actually saw a video the other day. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I saw a video of a woman in America who is from, I think, Senegal. And she's made this like store that's 24 hours a day, 24/7 braiding. And they do like rapid braiding, because what they do is they have like 3 or 4 people working on you, so you get your braids done in like 2 hours. And I was like, whoa. And they stock food for their customers, and like they have food for the staff as well. I don't know if it was a good thing. Like, I just saw a video about it. I don't know if people who work there are satisfied or anything, but I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Really scared of the captions that say they do 24/7 breeding. Rapid breed. The captions is like, that's what Kirsty talks about, breeding. And so they think when I say braiding is breeding. After Tuesday's stream, I don't blame the captions, honestly. I was talking about some shit. I shared a meme in Discord, actually, that I saw, and I was like, that's me. This was me. Oh. After Tuesday. When the post-yap clarity hits and I realize I overshared. That's me. It's either incest or breeding when it comes. No! No! I don't talk about breeding that much. Come on now. The incest I will give. The incest I will give has been brought up a few times. Not because I like incest, but it just seems to be a topic of conversation. Breeding, though, I don't really talk about breeding that much, okay? How many? That's the 4th quote about incest now, I think. Come on now. I talk about insane enough shit that you don't need to make it up. You don't need to make up me talking about breeding, because I talk about other insane shit. Insane? Insane shit. You know, I'm out here talking about monster fucking and Omegaverse. You don't need to say I'm talking about breeding. Breeding quotes. Me when an Omega inquires and... James, welcome in. How are you? Insane in the mem shame. Yes. Anyway, what was I doing? I was looking something up. Oh, I was going to my mix it up, and I was going to go to my quotes and see how many we have about incest. Because I think it's 4, but it might be 5. Oh wait, I don't think I can look it up. Oh. One. Two. 3. 4. Is it just 4? I think it's just 4. No, 5. I found a 5th one. The kids just like them together. Let's go. Did they say how long it would be? No judgment. Emmy loves killing horses. Alana obsessed with feet. You like Hojo. We can all bond over your likes. Trev likes toes. You don't like feet. You like hooves. That's right. You like hooves. You don't like feet, you like hooves. 4 seems low. Well, it's 5, so early next week. Oh gosh, you're gonna have to deal with it not being done over the weekend. Pain. I'm still thinking about how you said the other day that the guy was working on the kitchen and your parents were just downstairs not watching the TV, sitting in silence whilst that man was working in the kitchen. So awkward. Yeah, hoofs. Alana's a hoofy. What was that wild thing you said yesterday during the Sexypedia with the mecha who had the... I was saying... Oh my god. I'm not going to repeat it. But I was saying it because it had really spiky nails. Okay? I was talking about actually physically scratching. I wasn't saying it in like a ooh kind of way. I was literally like, that looks like it would hurt kind of way. When your parents got their kitchen redone, we had an awful contractor. Literally 2 months. That's crazy. 2 months we used a microwave oven of oven foods. Oh my god, I think I would lose my mind. That's really bad. I need to get my my bathroom done up. I need to go to my neighborhood Facebook group and ask them if they have any recommendations for plumbers. Yeah, I can't imagine not having a kitchen that long either. That would drive me crazy. Wasn't fun, but you were 14, so you weren't fully sentient. That's like the time that when I was younger, what was it? You know the tsunami that happened in Thailand in I think 2004? I think. We got blowback weather from that on Sky because of the like, just because of like how the world works. We got blowback weather from that on like, I think it was like the 8th of January or something like that. I know it might have been earlier than that. Might have been just after New Year. But so we had blowback weather from that. And it like was actually just like really bad, like really, really bad. I think 3 people died or something. But our satellite was like put out of whack for satellite television. And so we literally didn't have any television for a solid month. And we just had to watch DVDs. I was like exhausted with the same DVDs. Oh, it was horrible. Microwave food was probably great. Hot Pockets all day. That sounds horrible. That sounds like sodium levels hiked up to the 9s. You had so many chicken tenders, I can imagine. Not tendies. To a 14-year-old sounds like a dream. I was not a chicken nugget teenager. I was a pasta teenager. Your uncle's kind of odd. He didn't let your cousins have a TV in their house at all growing up, so whenever they'd come over, my cousin and I would watch Cartoon Network. Oh my god. Someone I went to school with didn't have a TV growing up. They listened to the radio on Sundays, and any other time I was like, what the fuck? You're a pasta adult. You could eat pasta every day. I think I'm a rice or noodles adult. I can eat rice or noodles every day. My best friend has just done an order on my Amazon because she uses my Amazon because of my Prime. And she's ordered 3 glass milk bottles, 3 airtight storage jars with bamboo lids, organic raw shelled hemp seeds, and 12 mini juice bottles. What is she doing? I always look like she orders a fair bit on my Prime, which is fine, but I always look at her orders and I'm like, what are you doing? Not like in a what are you doing way, but in like a what is this for? Like, what was the purpose of this? Why does she need 3 of everything or multiples of 3? Is she doing a ritual? Potentially. Potentially, yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. There was one time she ordered car air fresheners, horror movie merchandise, and then also some matcha. You can always tell when it's her fiance's birthday as well. Because there's like 5 million comic book related things that she'll order. Let me find when it was. Hang on. You happy to report you finally got gay men in Supernatural season 4? Let's go. Yeah, for her fiance's birthday, right? A Back to the Future keychain, a Dracula Funko Pop, Frankenstein Funko Pop, Frankenstein Care Bear, Bride of Frankenstein Funko Pop, Lewis Hamilton Funko Pop. It always cracks me up. I didn't know Lewis Hamilton had a Funko Pop until I saw that. Why are we making Funko Pops of people? I say as if I have a couple Funko Pops. I'm not a Funko Pop person because I think they're a bit rubbish. As a collectible because they're just really generic. But I have like 4, I think. I've got Leia from the sequels where she's like in that blue dress. I've got a member of Baby Metal. I've got Doug from Up. Is that it? I think I have one more, but I can't remember. Kasich. Yeah, do y'all have Funko Pops? I definitely feel like Funko Pops have kind of gone out of fashion compared to what they were maybe like 5 years ago. I feel like everyone was collecting them. Actually, do y'all have any kind of like figures? I have those random Funko Pops that were just given to me essentially. And then I also have my big oh my god, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. Hua Chung. I have a big Hua Chung, that massive statue that costs like 250 quid. I've got 2 Nendoroids of Hua Chung and CDN from Heaven Official's Blessing. And then I've got my quadruple cocked Al Haytham figure. Never was interested in those type of collectibles. Yeah, I've just like accumulated the Funko Pops. I never went out of my way and bought them myself. Like I'm not a Funko Pop person because there's no personality to them. That's all I'll say. In my opinion. You hate Funko Pops? Yeah. I think Labubu are also the weirdest thing. You don't get their popularity. I'm also a Labubu hater. But to each their own. A few Lego brickheads. Oh, those are cute. I like those. I want one of those. I forgot, I've also got my little tiny ones I got recently. You kind of want some, but you never got any. Yeah, I really like brickheads. They're cute. Say, welcome in. How are you? When are we getting a Labubu Funko Pop? What makes you think they don't exist? I don't think they do actually exist, but they probably will exist one day. You have Mando and Grogu and even Wally brickheads. Oh my god, those are cute. I love Grogu. Emmy, why? You know those memes that are like streamer and then mods just beating streamer up? Yeah. Sorry. If you have ever listened to Genie by Sonia Shide, Girls' Generation, the final chorus when Taeyeon is doing the ad-libs where she's like, "No, you fantasy again," like you have to sing that. That was what I was doing. Like, you don't sing the normal part, you sing the ad-libs. Kirsty makes me a mod. Also, Kirsty, when I do something predictable. MEY, yeah. You can't blame the child with the knife for stabbing you. You saying Emmy's a child? That's funny. Forever young. Okay. Forever young. Oh, you went that way. I went... Actually, who even sings that? You went forever young. Forever young. Forever young. Is it Blackpink that I keep seeing TikToks of on tour and they're giving nothing? Yes, it is. That is Blackpink. And Ventus saw them on the weekend and they gave nothing. And the tickets are really expensive. Also, any American in chat, go see BBG on their tour. The tickets are only $50. They're amazing. They still served... Okay. Blackpink giving nothing on a tour, I'm shocked. I know. Well, I am shocked by how little everyone gave. is the thing. Because on previous tours, it was always just Jenny not serving. Giving nothing. But now, no one is giving nothing. I mean, no one is giving anything. You never would have guessed that's how you pronounce BBG? Yeah, it's because, so, it comes from their names. So, like, in Korean, they don't have a V anyway, so it would be a B. But it comes from their names, which is, Shinbi... Oh my god, I've forgotten. Hang on. Okay, Shinbi is an I think they're both... hang on. I have to double check I'm not lying. Yeah. So there's two members, Shinbi and Una, whose names in real life are actually both Unbi. So BB. And then there's Umji, which is the G. But there's no Z in Korean, so they stylized it with a Z. So it's BBG. Imagine going to a concert event and the performers give nothing. I have been to like 1 or 2 and it's not been great. They did some talking and stuff, and Rose, Jenny, Jisoo all said something. They asked Lisa if she wanted to say anything and she just said no! What the fuck? Oh my god, she just wants to be off the stage and in the arms of her French man, who is like one of the richest men in the world. And is also evil. Is it LVMH he's with, or is it... I think it's LVMH, right? Blue, welcome in. How are you? Jesus, James. Don't we all want to be in the arms of a French billionaire's evil son? No. Not with that guy's hairline. Is it LVMH? Yeah. It's LVMH. So he's... Lisa's boyfriend is the CEO of LVMH watches, but he is also the son of, like, all of LVMH, essentially. So they're, like, mega rich. LVMH, if you don't know, is, Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. All together. Evil French billionaire's son in a Why Choose Werewolf book. More interesting. What? No. You're visiting Chicago and hoping to find a wife in the process? Well, good luck with that. I don't know how successful that will be. But good luck. I don't really know how to respond to that. I'm hearing the adventures of Elliot in Philadelphia is apparently like if Square made a 2D Zelda. Oh, that's interesting. Bald or bad hairline people need love too, but not from me. Sorry, Jeff. They're not getting love from me. 80s left, so Yosang isn't an option for wife anymore. That's true. Very sad. Looks like a great fun, just a horrible name. Yeah. The name is not great, but also... honestly, maybe we need more literal titles. You saw that Pac-Man? Yeah, Pac-Man is getting a release on the Switch, it's true. Fuck you and your hair. James, I'm not trying to romance you. You can have all my platonic love. Your hair... Why? What's going on? Yeah, didn't you say you need 7 hours to do your hair? I'm sure you've got enough hair. I recently learned, right, you know how like a bunch of celebrities are getting hair transplant. Everyone's getting hair transplants these days. Like Andrew Garfield has a really great hair transplant. But I recently learned that hair transplants aren't permanent. You have to keep getting them done. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? They're not. They're only for a few years. And then your hairline continues to recede. So something to think about if you're considering a hair transplant is, can you afford a hair transplant for the rest of your life? If it were permanent, I would understand, but damn, those are too expensive to do them over and over. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they have to get them done every now and again. Best hair transplant was Steve Carell's, but what about Andrew Garfield? Let me show you. This is Andrew Garfield. Look at that. That is a stunning hair transplant. Whoever did that. They need like a Nobel Peace Prize. He didn't, he did though. Look at these. He was really, like, it was really pulling back here. It made him look so much older. Well, I wouldn't say he needed it. Okay. I just mean, like, he probably, like... I understand why he got one, is what I mean. I don't think people need work like that done. I just mean, like... Yeah, y'all know what I mean. When did Steve Carell get his hair transplant? After season 1 of The Office. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, I finally found a picture that makes sense. Because I was looking at all these pictures and they're like 2015, 2020, and it all just looked like the same hairline. This, however, yeah, that's really good. Like I said, I don't think you don't need to get anything, but I feel like a hair transplant is an I don't know, I understand a hair transplant, especially if you're one of those people. I mean, I understand other things in plastic surgery as well. If you're one of those people whose hair, like, stays in the middle but starts going like this up the sides, I think I would lose my mind if that were me. Who else had good ones? I can't remember. Jude Law gives all... Does Jude Law still have good hair? Or are you saying, like, his hair transplant was good? Oh, wait, no, you're... Jude Law's, like, bald, isn't he? I haven't looked at Jude Law in a while. Am I wrong? I think I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't looked at his face in a while. Jimmy Blue? Didn't this ever been confirmed since he was trying to make it look, he was trying to make him look ugly and no, that was definitely a transplant, you can tell. Not sound like an old person, but your parents watch all these auction shows and one of them got a hair transplant and it's insane. Who? I think most male celebrities that get a hair transplant are the ones that, like, if it's going up at the corners. That's the really easy way to tell. I think Gordon Ramsay had a hair transplant. Chris Evans had a hair transplant. I've heard rumors that Harry Styles has got a hair transplant. I haven't seen him in a while for a comparison, but I've heard rumors. I'm gonna see actually. Yeah, I feel like he's not really properly been seen in a while. Oh my god, wait, he definitely has. Okay. You can't even picture Gordon bald. It's not that he was bald. It's because his hair was going back here. You just need to, yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, so I wasn't sure, but I heard the rumors about it. And like I got it because like his hair, yeah, his hairline was really receding in the corners. Even in like 2014, when he was still in One Direction, it was really bad. You can tell here, it's like, I feel like it's good work. It's not like seriously obvious that he's had it done. Because he's still got the kind of similar shape, it's just less severe. Has Mino had a hair transplant? Men when they are aging. My hair! I need to have a look. It's not really good pictures of it. James, if you can find a good before and after, send it to me. You're impressed that like William didn't get a hair transplant. That guy was bald when he was 25. I feel like he lost his hair before hair transplants got really good. And it was too late at that point. You know, like people had already seen him lose his hair. There's a lot of people who've been getting them because hair transplants are now really good these days. So it's not that like they can get it quite early. Today you learned male baldness has been studied more than women's anatomy. That does not surprise me. That's very sad, but that does not surprise me in the slightest. Oh wow. James has sent me this auction man from the television show. Yeah, that's a new person. You're telling me that's the same person, James? That's not the same person. I think David Beckham also had a hair transplant. Honestly though, pictures of hair transplants freak me out. Like, you know how it's like all the like red dots on the head? It really freaks me out. I'm not gonna show them because it freaks me out. Why would I show it when it freaks me out? Okay, shall we get into the game? And not talk about hair transplants. They're they are nasty looking. Like, it makes sense why they look that way, because it's taking hair from one part of your head and putting it in another, and it's like inflamed, but it's freaky. You're so excited for sitting by the campfire. Why is that a thing? Who thought that was a good idea? It better be free. I really hope that game is free. Okay, I need to run to the bathroom and then we'll get into the game. So I will burp. I'll burp. You can do some checks. Hope is lying behind my monitor right now. She's looking really cute. She's passed out. Yeah, I will bear me. Hello, I'm back. Oh dear, James. Hope doesn't like you very much. Hope doesn't like anyone very much today. Okay, should we get into the game? We didn't get super far into... Oh yeah, James. Mino's hairline is massively different. We didn't get far into Endwalker last stream. So I'm excited to continue and see what's going on with the plot. My stomach is still really funny. I had a really funny stomach yesterday and it's like still bad today, but a different kind of funny. You gotta lurk. Have fun in your meetings. Being with the food in your fridge, I'm jealous. I want food. Y'all, look, I remember to go to the right scene this time. Since I've been recently making a habit of going to the wrong scene for 14. Oh, I played a little bit of Donkey Kong. I got all the bananas in the lagoon layer. I'm all bananaed up. I'm excited to play it tomorrow. Get further in the game. It seems like it's quiet. Is it quiet for y'all? I've turned it quite high. Let me know if it's too loud now. You're gonna have to post your lion's mane hair in the Discord. Keep in mind it's from last year, so it's longer now. Looking like a stereotypical emo happy-go-lucky anime character. Emo and happy-go-lucky are very opposed to each other. It's good so far. Okay. Is it really out of sync? Or is it just me that's out of sync? Why is it so out of sync? Okay, I fixed it. No, my stream isn't breaking. I was doing something. Don't worry, I was doing something. I fixed it. How weird. I hadn't touched anything. It just randomly went out of sync. Me with my internet has been acting up and I can't tell if it's me or the streamer. Oh, yeah, that... You know what's really annoying for me? Twitch does that to me. Like, it'll just randomly, like... My stream will just randomly pause. And I'm like, is that the streamer or is it me? Super Rally, welcome in. Have you ever heard of quiet tennis? It's the same as regular tennis, but without the racket. Her her ho ho badoom boom ch. Good one. You're on the bus, so it buffers for you, right? Yeah. Also, you know what's really strange for me is Twitch on mobile. Like, historically, Twitch on mobile has always been really behind, but my Twitch on mobile is perfect in terms of, like, being up to date, like, being in time with the stream. But Twitch on my laptop or my PC being on Ethernet, there's always a delay. I don't know why. It's so strange. Your Chrome is being laggy. Use a different browser. Fuck Chrome. It's really bizarre. I don't know. Don't know if it's like a Twitch UK thing or something. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it. Spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arkasudara travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. You can't be asked changing over. It's really easy. Change to Brave, it's the same but better. Or Opera GX, it's also the same but better. What I like about Opera GX, like, I'm no Opera GX chill, whatever. But what I like about it is they have the GX corner where you can see upcoming game releases. It keeps me up to date. You love this song? I feel like I can't hear it properly. I need to go and listen to it later. You're both 50-50 down the middle, a little bit more emo, though I'm at odds with myself. Fair enough. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajaya's Footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Walk. Walk? Wait, the Great Walk? Did she say the Great Walk? Am I going crazy? Is anyone else on Tiffin Talk? I need to know. Because I'm kind of obsessed with this woman and her Tiffin. It's a little quiet. I think that's just because I'm not doing anything at the moment. The overworld is generally a bit quiet. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Delilah! Now what? Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside to the safety of the work... I don't know what she's saying. Thank the sisters. I asked you to come with me. You're alright, I hope? Good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. What the fuck are these things? Oh, I'm scared. Oh, this music's a banger. Is this the new battle theme? I like this. And here we are, Kajaya's footsteps. Kajaya was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. Sophia, welcome in, how are you? A happy benefit of this is that spirit wheat grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting it once. If you be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Pablo Pisaca and his famously long tongue. Right. Sophia, I've been meaning to ask you, are you a big reader? Because I've seen you use Joel fictional fates emotes before.
Yes, that would be Radzat Khan.
Okay, how's the volume?
Has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
Y'all, then I forgot to tell you. I got a god pack in Pokemon the other day. I was buzzing. Unfortunately, I got I got a bunch of duplicates, but I could get, I think, 2 or 3 new cards. I was reminded because my stamina's just come through, so I'm gonna do a pull. Oh, I've got an art card. It's a Sentry! It's so cute. I also got a 6-pack the other day. Apparently you now get 6-packs in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Yeah, I got 2 Delmais, and then I got... Hang on. Let me get it. I got a picture. Oh my god. Does anyone else have problems with TCG Pocket not... like, the app not, like, going away? You know, like, when you swipe to get away from it. Yeah, I got 2 new cards. I got a Lily, which I already had. Mudsdale I already had. And then an Incineroar Rainbow EX. And 2 Delmais. It was crazy. Couldn't believe my eyes. Ken, welcome in. How are you? What can you tell me of the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzat Khan. Long ago, this island was home to 2 tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hyur from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, It is the satrap who mediates the solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Han to thrive all these years.
Okay.
And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty.
Interesting.
We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
You're following him? That's what I thought. He's a friend of mine. That's why I was asking.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Good timing, Mando. Welcome in. How are you?
Way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar
Fanny
experiment
Danny.
in ages past. What was that man's name?
Oh, Fan Daniel definitely drops.
Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls.
His voice is different.
And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Oh, interesting. I'm guessing that's actual Fan Daniel's voice, as opposed to Shitbag's voice. Y'all, do you know what time of year it is? It's the worst time of year because it's Sticky Willy season. Hope came in out yesterday from the garden and had about 9 Sticky Willies on her belly. I was like, what the fuck? I'm fed up a bit. I don't know what that means, Manda, but no. Because I don't know what that means. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Okay, she said work, not walk. I literally read that like 3 times before I could realize that she said work. Oh yeah. Do Americans know what Sticky Willies are? Actually, do Brits know what Sticky Willies are? You like their content as well as yours? Oh, that's sweet, Sophia. I'm glad you enjoy my content. No. They're like these little balls that like come off a plant and stick to you. Other common names are cleavers, clivers, catchweed, robin run the hedge, and goosegrass. You haven't heard a copy called a Sticky Willy? I feel like them being called Sticky Willy is so British. The same way that we have that dessert spotted dick. Here, these things. They're so annoying. It's like a wet willy. If there's an American name you don't know it, yeah, I don't know. I've just always known them as Sticky Willies. My mum also, I don't know, I feel like British people have an obsession with the word willy. My mum, when it's cold, she'll go, it's willy outside. Because it comes from Chilly Willy. So she says, it's a bit willy outside. You love a spotted dick? Wow. You forgot that was a thing. Yeah, it's like a fruit pudding, I think, with suet. Delilah, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. It's it's raining men and it's a bit willy. If you'll excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nitana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. I don't like this little child. He freaks me out. What? But when I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it for me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Delilah, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. Maybe impose on you once more? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zaynuha. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will need to take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nitana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. When you see creepy children come and play with us forever and ever and ever. God. What was that? Is that Doctor Who? Which I feel like I can't remember what episode is that. Is it the gas mask episode? I always thought that Is that Are You My Mummy? Okay, it is, yeah. Really freaky. Oh, you know it from The Shining. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Oh my god, what the hell are these? Here are Hamsa, Delilah. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to your Erusian dodos. Hamsa have long been kept as livestock in Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. If you haven't ridden dodos before, be warned that they have a wobbling gait. I'm not controlling this. This is wild. Shining is when you get attacked by Lalafels. I've never seen The Shining. I don't think I've ever seen anything Stephen King. Not really my vibe. That spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called Khadga. A word between sword. This sword, legend holds, was wielded by the Minusia against the Murga before it was cast down at conflict's end. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I couldn't see a damn thing. To the left and requiring no introduction is a tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Can I see that? It's raining. Almost there, though the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. I do enjoy that I'm not doing anything though. Yeah, a little guided tour. You don't see anything from Stephen King. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Well, I'm kind of glad now because he's been defending Trump from the Epstein investigation people are doing. He went, oh, the Epstein files are so real, ha ha ha, not, and that's suspicious. That makes me think Stephen King is in the Epstein files. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Well, well, who should it be but young Varsan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honoured to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these last few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often travelled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may now be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering. But still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabdeen. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Delilah Hope of the Eorzine contingent, come to assist me in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Terrorists have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. I'm sorry, Jeff, another phantom hood down the drain, yes. Every day in here, you come in here and say you enjoy something and I go, did you know? An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varsan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Oh my god, y'all, I'm so excited, by the way, because Demi Lovato and also Chapel Roan both have new music out tomorrow. Ah, I've heard about you, the visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telothroi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower, and then they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return. Okay, Jeff, whatever you're doing, enjoy. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folk have been taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Narunair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Our struggles are not unique, then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they are ready. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzat ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the ham site, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. I hope no one tries to kidnap him. Oh, I'm not getting a guided tour this time. It's so quiet apart from the...
Crimson Nina just subscribed for 42 months.
Nina, thank you for the 42 months. I appreciate you. How are you?
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
How's Cartwork going? It's going good. Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull Grounds, and I am Nuha. Is there something you require? You're gonna need to level up your EU wall. Oh gosh. Giant skull for the alchemists, you say, but of course they shall have it. They labour tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest giant skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Were you working today, Nina? Ah, welcome back, Delilah. Dare I hope you have the giant skull? You were working? How was your work day? Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. It's okay, just ready to be home. Oh, it's pouring out. Oh, we love a bit of rain though, to be fair. Keeps everything cool. This is so nice.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
That's true. Driving through rain is poo.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
I've just realized they all have like grey hair.
Of the Far East, of Tabnef.
Or white. Grey or white hair. What the hell?
Common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we?
Not old.
They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire
Square
death
Enix, when
and
they
an
have to
ending
make
of their
a
own
handsome man, let's
orchestration.
give him grey hair.
The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear.
Can you tell that someone's woken up?
Nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are
I'm
much
not gonna
improved
lie,
when
I
we've the
totally
company of
just
others
zoned
committed
out.
to
I
the
don't know
cause
what
of
they were all
life.
saying.
Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
I think I'm gonna need to read it. Oh my god, that was scary.
What is it? What did you see?
We saw Fanny Danny. Danny the Fanny.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last.
They do have really nice voices. I think I was kind of like, I don't know what they were saying.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments.
Also, I agree, Ken.
We've named
Tancred
it a
and
watering
Urianger
stave
are
for the time
really
being.
funny together.
With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded
Blah
from
blah
corruptive
blah.
ether.
Proper name, place name, backstory
Afforded
stuff.
such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
Oh.
I thank you for your kind words.
You know, stretches
But
you
I
when you
would
do that, and
prefer
it's like
you keep
your
them
back
unsaid
just like,
until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
well, not me senseless. The Scions contemplate life's futility and the burning passion of humanity to outlast the odds. It is not for you. This is Mummy's antacids. Welcome back, Jeff. Watch out.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Fall off.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
What reference, Jeff? Oh wait, I was gonna look at what they were saying. An orgy of pain and suffering. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Oh, I saw the Steady Hands like collab just now. It looks so good. Although I wish it had like, I wish it was like their like actual like their the K-pop characters, as opposed to like the line characters. You know, like what I would give for Steady Hands Zeroni collab. Oh my god. Hello, where are you going? Loveless, the final chat. Oh my god. I haven't thought. It's been a really long time since I played Crisis Core. Could you imagine this on a shirt? Be so good. Or a cardigan. Or... Actually, no, it's under a pile. I'm not gonna get it. Fuck is that? That looks scary. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling the tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting to go with her.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps.
Is she gonna
Praise
turn?
be to the
I'm
sisters,
scared.
We made it! And the
Hope she
scale has
doesn't.
proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Oh no! Oh, Nadana. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh no, look at all those elephants. Oh, that's really sad. Get off her, you plum.
Let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
No. Fanny Danny, you're a prick.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking.
Oh yeah, it's like quite reminiscent of like the stuff
My, such
from
hostility.
Shadowbringers.
Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Okay. Hope is here to save the day. Every time you see this dish, you're just like teeth. I know his teeth are horrible. I hate them.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian.
Sundered?
I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
I'm not doing anything with my nose, thank you.
Then I expect you've heard of me.
Who?
The old me.
Who's the old you?
At your service.
Can we have the flashback? Because I don't remember.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met. Day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace.
I love when they're like, I'm sure you've heard of me.
Fulfilled.
And it was like an X-Pack that came out like 3 years before this.
For decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic.
I
when
don't
he
remember
awoke with
this
the head
guy.
of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
How did an Allegan
No
become
more
an
than
Asian?
entertainment For bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged.
Oh my god. Hope's just
I
pulled a
resurrected a
tuft
legend.
over a tail.
Our first and greatest emperor.
She's pulled this out with her teeth. The fuck?
And just as
I think it was her scab.
he set our wayward empire
She decided she'd had enough
back
of
on
it.
the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
Yes, Ken, I would love a reminder because I have no idea who the fuck any of these
All is
people are.
lost.
I'm really...
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you.
Oh, wow.
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results
Oh,
of your
wow.
work.
So Emmett Selk recruited him.
And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting.
Wow.
Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
Ammon was one of the Crystal Tower raids. He had a big feathery hat. He's one of the Emperor Zan's main men from the Allegan Empire. Ken, if you think I paid attention
The fall of the
to
Empire
the
affirmed
Crystal
truth.
Tower raids cutscenes.
Majestic and tragic.
Okay,
the
now
Emperor
I
foresaw.
understand why I don't remember it.
Scheme as you like.
He's a
build
boss
as you will.
fight.
Nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
I've actually done those alliance raids a lot when I was trying to level my dancer up. I I DuckDuckGo'd Ammon Crystal Tower alliance raids and nothing came up, so that's really helpful. Maybe I'll have to go to Google. Ugh.
So easily distracted. Why?
Oh, I know who that is. Okay. I know now.
As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive.
Yeah, don't worry. I just
as
looked at
fuel
images.
For the primates.
It's alright. I didn't see anything spoilery. Oh, where are you going?
If you attempt to pull them
Oh my
free,
God.
they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires. Oh, no. But somewhere more suitably grand.
Fuck you, Fanny Danny.
Your favorite playmate
Oh,
is
what are you
ever so
doing?
eager to see.
Most people don't really clock it unless they run Crystal Tower a lot for leveling. See, even, like, I did run it a lot a couple months ago, but even then, it's like, I don't really pay attention to names. He's before the final boss in the second raid. James, as if I'm gonna remember what raid's what. I know from the attack though, because I remember getting stuck in that once. I bet she'd be like, oh, that's a boss I see every so often when I roll the Alliance raid. Weird. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But even then, unless you told me, like, if no one told me it was from Crystal Tower, I wouldn't have placed it. Like, because you said Crystal Tower, I went, looked up, and, like, was like, Crystal Tower, ah, yes. But if you just said, that's what he looks like, I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck that is. You have returned, but where is Mistress Nadana? Minutia Preserve, just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. I don't know if you caught this, but there was a good thing recently where a patch broke his fight and it was basically impossible to beat for a few days. Really? I didn't catch that, no. That would be so annoying. Especially because Crystal Tower raids are like the most common if you're doing roulette. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you want to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nadana and the other captives. So how are we going to rescue everyone? First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nadana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. I still want to do some of the not Alliance raids, just normal raids on stream. I need to organize it. And organizing it? No thank you. Oh, Nadana. Can you answer me this? Oh, why did that... Oh, oops. Well, then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nadana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more scales that she and all those who were taken might be saved. They're worth it? Yeah, I really want to do the near ones. I've heard the Alexander ones are not so great. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. Oh, the near ones are Alliance raids. Oh, I thought they were normal raids. Oh, okay. So, right, there's the Alexander raids. And then is it Omega raids and then Evil East raids? Or is it the other way around? I like the Alexander story. The fights are older and they were still figuring it out. That was Heaven's Word by Stormblood. They had raids more locked in design-wise. That's good. Maybe I'd do like Alexander off stream and then we could do the Stormblood ones. Oh, Omega's 8-person Evil East. I feel so lost. Everyone is always just saying things and I'm like, sure, and then it goes into my head. So what, right. So Heaven's Word, the 8-mans are Alexander. And then for Stormblood is what? Omega? And Evil East? 8 and 24. Okay. And then the 24 Alliance raids are Nier and Shadowbringers, and then I guess Ken said Eden for the 8-mans. Okay. It is a lot to remember, and also they're both called raids. Just one is Alliance raids. So it's like, what's raids? Played all of this and I can't keep it straight. There is a lot. Does ARR have raids? Is that what Coils is? Yeah, it's Coils. Okay. I don't think I'd do Coils on stream. Mach, Sky Pirates, Evilise, and Near. Yes, I've been working on the Sky Pirates one. And then I've also been working on... I guess I've been doing Evilise without realizing I was doing Evilise. Because that's the one that you like fly there in the desert, right? And does it have the maths boss? Is that what it's called? That I like kept dying to. Coils is weird because they really hadn't decided what they were doing, so they were a lot harder. They were closer to Savage raids. Oh. I'm on the last Evilise. Okay. And Evilise is tactics. It's interesting. Don't forget to compute your number. I literally had no idea what was going on in that boss. I literally was just running around. And I'm a maths person. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl that he might personally discuss the production of the warding skills with you. So yeah, okay. So we could do, well, maybe I won't do Alexander on stream. We could do like Omega, Eden, and Nier at some point, I feel like, but just organizing that. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nitana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Evilise D's. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razatan for an audience with His Excellency? We should be honoured, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Yeah, so, as you can see from the side, I'm on Orban Monastery and Weeping City of Mach. From those two alliance raids. What I was doing when I was, thank you for the mod love, Sophia. When I was leveling my dancer to get it ready for, Shadowbringers. Also, you've probably noticed I didn't level anything else for Endwalker because I actually really like dancer. So I think I'm just keeping it like this. What I was doing was I was just unlocking them, and then when I did dailies, I was just praying that they would appear when I would do them in my dailies. And it kind of worked. I got like 3 or 4 of them. I just haven't done dailies in a really long time. Alliances are chill because there's so many people you can just kind of muddle through even if you're a little lost. Yeah, that's what I like about them. What I don't like about them is how passive-aggressive some people can be. People get so mad. It's like, just, can we chill out? Gotta run CT with some popcorn. It's crazy. You know I can't remember which one it is of Crystal Tower, but when you have to stand on like everyone has to stand on the platforms when you're like ABCing it. And there's just like, stand on the platforms! They're so mad. Oh gosh, how do I get over there? Oh. Oh, I can't drop. Oh. Huh. Maybe I have to go round. You once had people get so angry during Behemoth when you hide back. Oh my god. Why were they so angry? Was it because there was newbies that didn't know what they were doing? So happy to be free from it when we got out. Oh god. You said GG thinking it was over. That's funny. People were fighting about whether or not you had to kill ads. Oh my god. Why? Why do you need to why are we arguing? It's not that serious. I think I enjoyed one of them. I enjoyed. It was like you had to like there was so many like fountains. I kept like jumping down fountains. Was that the first Ivalice? Do you in Praetorium all the time you beat Nero? I don't know what Praetorium is. No, wait, I do know what Praetorium is. That's really long ago. Yes, I remember now. Yes, it's not the end. Because then you have to go and fight the big thing, right? And the big thing's the end. When it was like, when Thancred was like, ugh. Someone was inside Thancred. Who was it? Elidibus? I can't remember. It's really good XP if you do the daily, so people run it a lot. Oh, really? That's good to know. You can do other stuff during the cutscenes, that's true. All present, then let us forget. Let us forget? Let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. I think Praetorium is usually in the Mog tomes, right? Hello.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony
oh,
surface
Lahabrea,
clings
thank you.
the city of Rods at Han.
I get the masked ones confused. I can never remember who's who.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
Ooh. When a bunch of us started 14, there was a Mogtome event, but the only thing we could run was Prey. Oh my god. That would be hellish. I remember when there was the Mogtome event at the same time as the 15 mount. Sun. I was like in the Golden Saucer. I never left that place.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet.
Okay.
Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Woo!
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
I have not seen Lin-Manuel Miranda's Bet on It parody.
Here we are. Megadota.
Amanda, please DM
It
me
seems
that.
a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Oh, hello.
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps?
What?
There are no performers waiting in the wings at present.
Don't tell me it's
but
Fanny Danny
arrangements
again.
could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Who's that?
As you wish.
Is it the Wizard of Oz?
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdez.
Known to him?
But you are known to me.
Who? Oh!
Even here have we heard of the scions of the seventh door.
A dragon?
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served
Whoa.
as mine abode.
Vritra of the first
Whoa.
sibling to Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sonma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock
He
upon
seems
which
like a
our
chill
city
dragon.
is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the
Compared to the
Matanga
others.
came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair.
You can't hide that
Next to
damp
arrive
dragon
with the
smell
Aura,
from the Azure
adopting the example of their
So
Akasodra
true.
allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence
like,
and respect.
Smells like dragon.
And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict.
That's the dragon that gave you ice cream in your dreams
A
last night.
peaceful
Wow.
accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz-at-Han.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
Smoke and mirrors.
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Wow.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here,
Oh!
buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radz-at-Han. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
They made a whole boy out of that eye, they did.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs.
An eye boy.
That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz-at-Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told.
I know, the piano's going
'Tis
off.
upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
The tip?
Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of
Where
thy
was my
companions.
several cutscenes?
And should you agree to this
This is
undertaking,
long as hell.
more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
He's out.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
He's just had enough. He's reached his like what's it called? Like, he's maxed out for the day. He's had enough chatting. He had to go. He's like, I'm out. I gotta go. I've just had too much. Giving Estinian a ponytail is one of the best things they did in Endwalker. It's true. He looks so good with it. His battery is so... Oh no. His social battery ran out. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but now we have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetherite here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. Why have you taken me so far out? The fuck? What? How? Oh, do I have to talk to this guy? How? What do you mean attune? What? Oh, does he mean just make sure I attune to anything? Okay, that's fine. I was so confused. I get it now, but that was confusing to me. Estinian min-maxed into combo stats and dumped all his social battery, but yeah. He's like a sim when it's out of when it's at red. He'd had it. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnir, we're back in chilly Charlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains, but when that's over we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Yay! Do I have any stuff from all that? Oh, I do. Oh, oh, no, not inventory. I can dump that. I need to do something with glams. I feel like I'm like, I need to make a new glam. Anyway, we're about to go into an ad. I'm going to BRB. You can maybe check some quotes or whatever, see what silly things I've said. Yeah, I will BRB. Hello. Whoa. Once you near a dumpy glam, oh my gosh. Quote number 1. That isn't even 2022, that's like October 21. Oops. I still think ranch is a cult. My new personality for Tower of Fantasy that I played for like a week and then stopped entirely. That's so funny. Blowjobs in Jedi Fallen Order? Huh? That time I got fucked by the doors. What? What was that from? No, it's not my personality. It's true, Kovu was my first. Oh, my tummy is really funny today. Mouthful mode. An unsettling change has come over Charlene, but together we will divine the underlying cause of the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavour. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge, which is why I began scouring Charlene's archive of historical records for any hint of a connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day, but now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenor, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. It is a Thursday, sure. You're thinking about calculations, and you just hear that time you got fucked by doors, calculations ruined. I don't know what that was about. What was happening in Rebirth where I got fucked by doors? Oh, good morning. Hello. That's what she's doing at me. She's going. Trying to farm for this mount for a while and your luck sucks. Is it from the Mog Tomes or is it like just a random dungeon mount kind of thing? I love the new PvP gear, by the way. I'm like, what the hell? Why do they keep giving really nice PvP gear? I don't want to play PvP, but I want the gear, so I might. An extreme trial seat of sack. Oh god. Yes, the asymmetrical pants, and then also the like jacket thing. It's like a waistcoat kind of thing. It's slay. My directions are easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenor, Charlene's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the Great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Charlene is free to enter and peruse its shelves. While most of its shelves, only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Shistola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alice and Alphino will help me continue my search through stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlene history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once we've found some promising tomes. Happy reading. We should do some quick PvP. No, not right now. But maybe I will try it at some point. Because I like those outfits. Long, long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadin man by the name of Njunkrep. Njunkrep was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a giant ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Njunkrep's crew hauled them aboard his ark. But the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Njunkrep wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop Abalathia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Njunkrep gathered to him his crew and grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast, where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Charlene we live in today. You got 2 Ketasin black rolls from your new pools. Plus the pity one, you did jump out of your chair on the second. Whoa. I haven't played Uma Musume in like 2 weeks, I think. Not been in the mood. Many years ago, on the banks of the Thaliak in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Charlene colony once arrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumours spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charlanes. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognise what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlene colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Charlene, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlene inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. You realise it was basically bite-sized Football Manager? You stopped playing that because it took up too much of your time? Uh-oh. I think the thing with Uma Musume that I wasn't enjoying so much was that the like career, like what's it called? Like the career kind of thing always takes so long. Like it's just so long. Like I just want to do like daily things, but it's so long. You tried it and then you deleted it. Was it just not your thing, May? At least this is easy to duck out after one run. That's true. It is too long for daily. It's far too long. Like, it's like an hour. You have 15k PvP? Oh my god. How much are the outfits? During the chaos of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, Archon Yunkrep, founder of Charlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon settling a settlement on an island in the northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Charlayans took to heart the words of their saviour and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading, with knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth in coin, and the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so that was no matter the trials and tribulations of the age. The citizens of Charlayan would live by their founders' teachings, for the sake of a better tomorrow. For the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war and with knowledge deliver the world. Probably not cheap, I can imagine. You love cozy lore. Me also. What do we think? Which one is it? I reckon the one in the middle. Maybe not. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us to be a finite space, yet among the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Alag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalamud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in the field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past, that their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly, but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? No. The last PvP set was 1.5k currency per piece, so 7.5k per eye. Oh, okay. Do the PvP glam sets like stay in a pool of glam sets, or like if you miss it you miss it, or do they come back? Is it like gacha? I don't think that's right. Forever 20 summers. They only just brought some back for the first. Oh my god. So if you don't do it, you just miss it? That's fucked. In the years which followed the founding of Charlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlayan would transition to a new form of governance. Hamilton mentioned. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of a nationwide vote. Thus was the forum as we know it today conceived and created. They have said they want to bring back more of the old... Okay, if it's a glam from the PvP Battle Pass, it won't be back for a while. If it's a PvP glam you can just buy with currency, it won't disappear, so you can get it whenever. Oh, so the new ones with the asymmetrical pants and the waistcoat jacket will be there forever. Is that what you're saying? Okay, cool. Good to know. Oh, oops. Wee! Oopsies. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Croyle should also be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mentioned the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare, and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside, but it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. Family servants. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphinoy and I were to return to Charlene, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. That's fucked. I wonder what their mother thinks. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlene, yes, but I was born rather further away. In time. In the southern reaches of Ilsebard, in fact, for generations my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Favnir. The Alligans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as labourers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain that they might prevent the remnants of Allagan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Aminus. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices have been raised in favour of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allagan eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last children born with the Allagan eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and the students of Valdesian, who had me registered as a Charlean citizen. I had never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louisois, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Charleans than you might think. Yet regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. 'Tis exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the Forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. That actually is really sad. Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Delilah. More company should be arriving any moment now. I like how that's good, but then my brain goes, oh, that means I don't need to do PvP now because I can get them later. That's literally what my head was doing, because I was like, I don't want to, I was like panicking. I was like, do I have to do PvP now? I've never done PvP before. Do I need to do PvP now? Kitchen work at starting at 8:30 has me exhausted. That's really early. That little heavy-handed ascending piano run in the middle there gets me every time. Yeah, I was like, what's going on? It's got such a powerful energy, like dragging yourself forward emphatically. Yeah. Getting up after a big lunch. That's exactly it. We've returned with our selections, although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Kryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we'll be looking into research papers on the Umbra calamities as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarot firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world fill it. What kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew near? Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyse. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Ishila surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? Eggy Alisalia. Wait, Alisalia, yeah. I think you might be misremembering, as I called it was more of a gradual spread. The Amarotines spoke of a keening sound that rose from the land itself just before a region was visited by catastrophe. We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, thus thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Numenon's mammoths and ask if any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? Yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that his godlike will were the laws of nature set all aright. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto our Zodiark, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Vanat and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophori truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs, is forcing people to summon primals, a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? This is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Ishtola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. This is very wordy. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced 1 or 2 possibly useful books, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source's reflections from the Garen oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. 'Tis even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they Archons or Councillors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortunal with knowledge of the Telophoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that it posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behaviour, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty, whether they contain mention of the final days or no. These books yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. You labour for what feels like an age as Estola's research assistant. Oh dear, you look exhausted, but what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a mammoth at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Woo! Boots! Slay the house down, boots! Okay, I think we're gonna call it a day here because I'm still not feeling quite right. So I feel like it's better to end a little teeny tiny bit earlier than normal. Oh, what the heck? What the hell is going on there? Hopefully I get better sleep tonight. Like, I didn't feel very good yesterday, and then I didn't get good sleep, so it was like, I just wasn't recovering, basically. So hopefully I get good sleep tonight. But probably not, because I'm just anxious all the time about the state of the world. This past, like, 2 weeks, or no, not even 2 weeks, week, has, like, really felt like the end days. Does anyone else feel like that? Like, it feels like everything really bad is happening all at once. You're ninja? I'm your ninja? It's been like that for months, at least to me. I mean, it's been really bad for months, but like this specific week with all the stuff to do with like censorship laws has been like even worse. Like, it's like the past few months are happening at the same time as all these censorship things, and it's just like everything all at once. Your ninja way like your motto. What? You know what? Never mind. Feel better. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Emmy. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks, Ken. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Okay. Should we read Suni, who's playing some Expedition 33? I think she's coming towards the end of it. Naruto's. Oh, okay. I have never in my life watched Naruto. I think I watched like one episode of Bleach, and I have not watched One Piece. I've watched the live action One Piece, but no, I lie. I have watched One Piece. I watched like 30 episodes of One Piece. Didn't get it. Stopped watching. You're reading it. It's just it's too long. It's too dang long. Oh wait, do you mean Naruto or One Piece? Either way, both of them are too dang long. One Piece, okay, yeah, too dang long. I need something that's like, if I'm currently watching it, it's fine. Like, if I'm watching as it's airing, it's fine. If it ends up being long, because it's like, if I start from the beginning, it's fine. But if I am coming at something and it's like 500 episodes already, too dang long. I like short things. Age One's Life, is it really only 5 minutes? I thought they were like proper episode lengths. Oh wait, when you're reading it. I'm getting lost. Okay, the manga, that makes sense. Reading One Piece is longer than watching. No, reading manga is really fast. When I'm like stressed about my reading goal at the end of the year, I literally will just read 8 manga volumes back to back, and it doesn't take me very long. Okay, rating Suni. Actually, I think she's doing a really horrible boss, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I'll be live again tomorrow. We'll be playing some Donkey Kong. Here are the raid messages. Here's my Discord. Here's my YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me, and hopefully I'll be feeling better tomorrow and won't have to end early. But yeah, goodbye everybody.
Let me go there. Kirsty, hi, welcome in. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I had the alerts off.